in this century, I think that most people are conservative. But then you have a liberal Marxist idea of life and people in what they believe in, right? And we have this rise of this kind of like this pimple that's trying to rise and burst and spread into society. But the world as we know it today are conservative. We know that most religions, the main religions, Judeo-Christians, the Abrahamic Accord in truth and in essence are conservative people. It says that the world remains about 88% religious, right? And according to that source there, we're about the Pew Research Center, we're about 88% conservatives, religious conservative people. So the question is, what is happening here? It's just like a parasite. A parasite, a small parasitic entity that can infiltrate itself into the mind of the host, the body, the base, the majority, and take over the mind, which is the head, which controls the skills, controls the ideologies, controls the thought process, controls the understanding. So a small parasitic ideology of anti-conservatism has infiltrated the body and is now taking over the motor skills, taking over the thought process, taking over the body. And potentially prior to the intervention of the Most High, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, God, this parasite that's taking over the world. And it's this small entity that has parasitically over the most influential government in the world, which is the United States of America. Now, with that being said, I'm saying to myself, why are people being parasitically affected and taken over by left-wing ideology, which we've seen in history don't work? Left-wing ideology doesn't work. It actually ends up in death. Matter of fact, we know for sure, if we want to be extreme, we know for sure that left-wing socialism and ideology always ends up in massive death, while worse, right-wing ideology ends up in oppression. Okay, we have oppression far right, and we have death and massacre far left. My question is, if you had to choose between the two, which one would it be? Stay alive and suffer oppression, which most people suffer right now anyways under the working the job that they hate to meet, or die, listen to me, or die, right? So we're going to go over, and I'm not saying that I believe or support, or the Judaic order cultural structure support, aka the jocks, support any of this type of ideology, too far right or too far left. However, we believe in the fundamental constitution, the foundation of our founding forefathers, and we believe that we will do what's necessary to restore those things, which is family values, God, relationship, family values, and understanding of political premises.